It was pitch dark. I opened my eyes to the sound of yelling and music playing. I was fast asleep that night earlier at around 9 o'clock, and I wanted to wake up early because I had some work to get done. But here I was, laying in the middle of the night in a pitch dark room, hearing music and loud yelling from a bunch of people. I tried to sleep back through it. I rolled around in bed and I tried my best, but I couldn't sleep again. I grabbed my phone from the other side of the bed. I looked at it and it said 3:30 a.m. I was supposed to be up at 5:30 that morning. I was annoyed. I was irritated. I was pissed. I waited for a bit for the music to calm down, for people to leave, but it just wasn't happening. And I was too tired to look through my phone and scroll over and think something else because I'm still loathing in the anger that I'm not going to be able to wake up tomorrow morning because I just lack sleep right now. And as I sat there reveling in my own thoughts, I had an interesting experience. You see, in the pitch dark, when there's nothing for you to do, when nothing is distracting you, your brain takes you to certain spots. I know you've seen this and this has happened to you before. You just get flashbangs of memories and experiences that you used to have. Perhaps embarrassing ones, perhaps ones that you were trying to forget, but no, your brain won't let you. I got flashbang with a bunch of memories of myself in school. And surprisingly, none of those memories were the good ones. It was always the memories of things that I wanted to forget. It was just flashbangs of being antisocial, being bullied in school, going through these experiences where you just feel let down and you feel embarrassed and you just feel like shit. I know this happens to most guys. You could be sat there in bed thinking about that one time that you asked the girl out and it didn't work out. Or the one time a bunch of friends insulted you and laughed at you and it didn't sit with you the right way, but you just had to power through it. Happens to everyone. At that point in time, I used to believe that these experiences were some forms of trauma that we stored within us that would only come out in moments of silence and moments of solitude. Because our brain telling us, hey, don't forget this very embarrassing memory of yours. Just don't forget about it. It's the trauma that's being stored within our own subconscious, which we reflect on involuntarily because we just get flashbanged with these memories and experiences. And before, I used to believe that this would just always happen. And the best way to avoid that is to simply not put myself in those situations where, I'm staying up late at night, or whenever I get these memories and flashbacks, I try and ignore myself or I distract myself or do something else. But as I've grown older, I've realized a far better plan to deal with these instances. This is a very niche topic, but I know that if you're watching this, you probably relate to it. You've been woken up and flashbanged with these memories before. Here's what you can do about it. Trauma is stored within our subconscious, and it comes out in these moments of solitude, or sometimes there are certain triggers that cause you to trigger back that memory or that trauma. I've come to the conclusion that trauma is something that everybody faces. So, if you know for certain that something is going to attack you, your best logic would be to attack it before it attacks you, which is what I want you to do. I don't want you to sit there and experience and have these flashbangs of memories, things that you want to forget. I want you to go in, dive deep, and cut through them. Here's what I currently believe. You either face the trauma by choice, voluntarily, or you have to face it involuntarily in several different aspects of life. Currently, I've started doing two main things to help myself deal with this. The first thing would be trauma work. Trauma work is about reflecting on what it is that actually caused these inflections and these memories to form within you. What triggered it? What was the event? I want you to start digging deep within your own psyche and start writing it down on a piece of paper. Reflect on that moment. I reflected once on the time when I felt humiliated at school because I had a bunch of people laughing at me. And no, this is not some sort of sad story where the guy is a victim and we have to have pity for him. No, I don't have any pity for myself in that scenario. But what I'm trying to say is I reflected on that moment and how it made me feel, what triggered it, what caused that situation, and how much damage it did to me in the long run. Damage happens in ways that we don't really see. Perhaps it's changed the way I interact in group dynamics. Perhaps it changed the way I viewed myself. You can find out all of this if you simply just write it down. Write down what is bothering you. The second thing that I've been doing is called future work. Future work is all about planning for the future, having some semblance of vision into what you want to become. Have an idea on what you want to do in life, the kind of person that you're trying to be, and start emulating those attributes and characteristics in your daily life. I want you to start building towards a future. Not some sort of mundane, uninteresting, day-to-day chaos that is interrupting you. I want you to start building towards a future. Because I've learned a very important lesson in life at 20 years old. A man who has no sights on his future will always return to his past. If you want to stop these memories from haunting you, your best bet is to channel all of your energy towards the future. Recognize these memories that are bothering you and move forward. Move forward and plan. Do something that excites you. Do something that gives you purpose. Do something that helps you break from the chain of these poor memories, these bad memories that are haunting you. Two things: trauma work, future work. Let's start dealing with these issues that we're all having. Let's start dealing with issues that affect our mental health and our cognition and our processing on a daily basis and how we perceive the world. Heal yourself so you can have healthy bonds and relationships in your life, and also healthy experiences that are not influenced by poor memory flashbacks from your previous life. Fix yourself, fix your mind, and your life will turn out significantly better. Good luck.